Great rise in the moonlight, beloveds. You know who this is, and you know what it is, right? It's your girl, Queen Goddess, the King Advocate, and it is Melanated Monday. I do not own the rights to this song, but y'all gonna hear it today. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Today we are doing part 2 of what the fuck. Okay. So you all come on in here so we can have this conversation, so we can talk about some things, and maybe just hear me vent one more time, I guess, on some things that are just on my last. On my last, right? And we need to have these discussions. So again, I do not own the rights to this music. What's going on, DJ? I see you, loved one. Yeah, we're gonna go in once again tonight, and it might be some things that are a little bit humorous, but y'all know I mean the shit. Okay, I might laugh, I might make you laugh, but you know I mean the shit. Of course, some folks are gonna be pissed and feel some type of way, and you know I don't care, right? It ain't about your feelings. It's about things that we need to be talking about. Okay, I said some things will be humorous, other things not so funny. Okay, but we're gonna talk. I'm so glad you made it, sis. I'm so glad that you made it. Yeah, we're gonna give folks, some time to get on in here and get acclimated and be on time. Well, they're already late, but come on in here, come on in, so we can do what we do today. I was advised spiritually to leave y'all alone last week, okay? Not to give you too much, to allow you an additional week to think about some things that we talked about on the first what the fuck issue, okay? But this week I'm gonna finish it. Hopefully it'll be finished, but it probably won't. We might just have regular episodes of what the fuck as they come up. But anyway, we're gonna talk. I'm gonna again give you all a minute or a minute and a half to come on in here so we can have this conversation. In the meantime, I'm gonna let y'all finish listening to DMX, what y'all really want. Baby, tell me what you want. Hey, yo, I think about when a dog didn't have, and the dog told a joke, and the chicken didn't laugh. See, now I do the math. I see if you got this, and this, and this. Some cats, that dog. Come on in. I want to get in and get out. If y'all have questions, comments, or concerns, or if you want to share something, feel free to share. I don't know if we're going to, I say this every week. I don't know if we're going to be here the whole time. And we may not, depending on how quickly I get through this and if you all are participating or not. Y'all a little slow tonight. I know what's up with that. Y'all a little slow with the show up. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with or without you. You all will just have to chime in when you get here. So, the first thing on my list of what the fuck is a question to some males. I'll say that, and maybe even to the females that have an answer. What the fuck is a mangina? I said that. What is a mangina? I'm hearing more and more about this thing called a mangina that some males or transitional males or whatever, I don't know, have this thing between their legs that they refer to as a mangina. And so I studied anatomy, as a therapist, neuromuscular therapist. We kind of have to know the body, and as children, even if you're not a therapist. As children, we were taught the basic names of the body parts, particularly our reproductive organs, right? We were taught those things, what they're called, right? You point to them and you learn the difference between a man and a woman, and the difference between what a vagina is versus a penis. I have never, in my over 50 years of life, um, heard of, seen, reference to anything called a mangina. So if you know exactly what that is, I personally would like to have an answer to the question, because I'm sick of hearing about it. These males, non-female, let me just do that. These non-females are speaking about their experiences as being female, and how their particular body parts are labeled as, such. What's going on, loved one? I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my first what the fuck question today is, what is a mangina? I know that threw some folks off, or will throw some folks off, but I'm lost. I'm lost with what a mangina is. Um, we have gotten to this point where women, in particular, women are allowing the sanctity, the power, the gloriousness of her femininity to be mocked, to be belittled, to be imitated, to be devalued, if you will, because of the acceptance of how people choose to see themselves, or how they choose to relate and associate and identify themselves. um, we're losing ourselves. We're losing our identity because we're accepting how others classify themselves. Um, there was there used to be a whole purity and power in the woman's vagina. When you talk about it, right? When you talk about the vagina, it's a whole different kind of, you know, thought process that goes on that's outside of it just being sexual, because you think about the things that have to come through that thing, right? The things that it has to bear, the changes that it has to go through, the life that it gives, just all of these things, right? So for a non-woman to speak upon his mangina, what the fuck is that? And why do we think that's cute and okay? Why is that cute and okay? It's not. Don't worry, I'm not going to be on this subject all night. I got a whole list of shit that I'm talking about. Let me give my warning, okay? I didn't give my warning ahead of time like I did the last or 2 weeks ago. Um, when you come here to this platform, I always warn you, don't bring your feelings, because I am guaranteed to crush them. Okay. I love you too much to care about your feelings. I am that one that talks about things that people are afraid to talk about. I'm that one. Okay. We have conversations about issues that need to be discussed, and people are afraid to talk about it. I'm not. I'm going to talk about it. Some feelings are going to be hurt. Some people will jump off because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to acknowledge it. I'm good with all of that. It's not going to stop the truth from coming out, right? It's just not. We're going to have these discussions whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, just get the hell on, okay? I do curse because I enjoy it. I know other words, but I enjoy cursing. And I'm gonna probably say that a lot, especially when the episode is called What the Fuck. Okay. So you're gonna hear that a lot this evening. Okay. So if that word annoys you in any type of way, you should get off, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna blank it out. I'm not gonna beep it out. I'm not gonna shorten it and say what the F. I'm not doing that. Okay. It is what the fuck. Okay. All right. So now that we've gotten that straight, um, yeah. So the first issue, like I said, was the whole mangina issue, and I'm over it. I don't. I've never seen one. I have no interest in seeing what they think a mangina is, because it's not a thing. Okay, and we need to stop accepting this bullshit as if it were a thing, because it's not. Okay, we're losing our own value because we're placing value on everything that claims it identifies as us. I'm over it. Okay. um Moving on to the next subject, we're going to talk about women in such a masculine energy. And we've talked about this before, but they're in such a masculine energy that there is an increase in violence initiated by women to other women, but to men. I remember in my growing up days, a woman dared not even have the thought to step into a man's face and be disrespectful, be loud, or put her hands on him or challenge him like she was going to do something to him physically. That was unheard of. Okay, it was just unheard of. That was just not a normal or acceptable thing to do. It wasn't a something that you just had in your mind. Well, I'm gonna check this dude, he gonna respect my gangster, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit, it just didn't exist. It didn't happen, right? But nowadays, women are more masculine than the men are. I have seen in real life, even, okay, in real life and on videos or whatever, more women jumping up in dudes' face or cussing them out. They a bunch of motherfuckers, nigga. I fuck you. I mean, all this stuff, all of this. I whatever. I bust a cap in your ass. I'm the women are talking to the guys like this. What's happening, ladies? What's happening? Why are we in such an oversaturation of masculine energy? What happened to being okay with being feminine? What happened to being okay with being girly and cute and sexy and classy and just, you know what I'm saying? You can still express your feelings to somebody. You can still express what's going on with you. You can still express if you disagree with a brother, whatever he's doing, how he's doing. You can do that. But it's a way of doing things respectfully. It's a way of doing them where you get your point across and you still remain a woman, remain a lady, and remain respected. It's like we not doing this no more. It's double sided now. So don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. Y'all know how I do. I look at everything on every side. So on the flip side of that, on the flip side of that, what men need to understand too in these times, unfortunately, women are getting sick of yo shit. Okay, we're getting sick of it because it's not just y'all shit. So you know, I'm not bashing before y'all start to get clicking off or whatnot. Y'all know I ain't male bashing. Never do I. This is the information. This is the facts. Women, melanated women in particular, are sick of having to deal with everybody's shit and getting sick of being told how we're supposed to do it. We're getting sick of having to just sit back and take everybody's shit and smile and say, it's okay. Give me more. Do more onto me. Drop off all of your trash onto me. Tell me all of your bullshit. Go ahead and hurt my feelings so you can heal. We over that bullshit. We over it. We're over it. Too much trauma has gone on. Okay, too much non-communication has gone on. Too much of the repeated history that we've been taught in an imbalanced type way has gone on. We're continuously being traumatized, and eventually, um, we don't just keep laying down. Which is a you can't keep kicking the what's the thing with the dog? No, I'm not comparing a woman to a dog, but it's a saying dealing with a sleeping, oh, not a sleeping dog. Anyway, y'all figure it out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's a thing where you can't keep kicking the dog and expect the dog not to eventually bite your ass. Okay, is that you can't keep putting women down. You can't keep putting women through shit emotionally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, whatever, and expect her to stay resilient because that's what y'all were told that we were. Okay, we are resilient, and therefore, because of our resilience and ability to bounce back from everything, your mind has this thought that, oh, well, we can just keep fucking her up and she'll be okay because she's resilient. She's created to be a resilient black woman. We are done with that. Okay, we're done with that. Stop looking at, and I'm flipped over to a whole other subject, but stop just looking at us as resilient people who can just bounce back from anything, because subconsciously that gives you the right and the permission to keep throwing shit at us. Enough is enough. We talk about the imbalances, the lack of give and give. We talk about the energies being thrown off. Why? This is why we're not communicating efficiently. We're not giving a damn about each other. For real, for real. We're not looking at each other as a reflection of ourselves. Personally, I can only speak for myself. I know I would never deliberately cause myself harm. So, in a relationship with somebody who I said, I want to be with you, I want to share my life with you, I'm going to share some energy with you, whatever, I'm not going to look at them as something that I'm going to try to hurt, because I see myself. I will see my own reflection. But we're not doing that anymore as a people. We're looking at each other as enemies. We're looking at each other the way the program was set up for us to look at each other. Crabs in a bucket. Oh, you trying to get over on me? Oh, you trying to go higher than me? Oh, you trying to do better than me? Let me step on your neck for one. Oh, the whole Willie Lynch programming. This is what I'm talking about. The whole Willie Lynch programming. It's a thing. It's real. It's been happening for eons, okay? And it will continue to happen as long as we don't recognize that it happened and that it's happening. We are looking at each other like competitors. We shouldn't be competing. We should be complementing. Okay. We shouldn't be competing against each other. We should be complementing each other. We should be supporting each other. When people see one, they should see the other all the time. But that's not what we're doing. We're showing our division. We're showing our competition. We're showing our lack of empathy and love and consideration for one another, for ourselves. We're showing that. Enough is a damn enough. So back on this energy with the feminine being more in a masculine energy and wanting to fight all the time. In that, then you have the whole angry black woman being put on us. Okay, yeah, we angry, but do y'all know why? That part. Have the conversation. Why? Pay attention. Why are you angry? Why are our women so angry? Why are we ready to fight at the drop of a dime? Why have things switched so drastically? Why are we in this masculine energy? Why do we feel we have to be defensive all the damn time? If you feel you have to defend yourself all the time, is because most of the time you were left alone. You were left unprotected. When you feel the need to be in defense mode all or most of the time, it is because most of or all of the time we felt unprotected. Therefore, protective mode is activated. I gotta do what I gotta do for me because nobody else is gonna do for me. I gotta take care of me and we and us and them and they, whatever. Something has happened where our men, and again, it's not a bashing, but if you pay attention, you know I'm telling the truth. Something has happened with our men where they have fallen back. They have, and I hate to say become weak, but they have definitely become less strong. Okay. And I don't mean in the physical sense, I mean in the emotional sense, in the spiritual sense, in the position of being a man in your duties, have become less strong. The woman has become more masculine. I said this before. This is not a natural space for a woman to be in, and we don't like it. Are we good at it? We're damn good at it because we're forced to. When you start talking about slavery, let's do that real quick, okay? When you talk about slavery, the man was the head of the house. He was the man, okay? He was the man to the woman, to the household. She respected him. She knew he was going to go out and go do what he needed to do to come home and support the family. Okay. But then what happens is Massa decide he want to be an ass on top of being an ass, and he want to show the ass of this man, right? He want to break him down, but he want to break him down in front of the woman. He want to break him down in front of the children, make them see that he ain't shit, that he's weak, that this white man, the Massa, can control him and cause him to do whatever he want to do in front of his woman, in front of his children. So what does the woman do? The woman, naturally, because she's the nurturer, she is a protector. She is a protector. She intervenes or allows herself to become the go between Massa and her husband, because the goal in her mind is to protect her husband and her family from the harshness, the brutality of Massa. So she's put in the middle. So now Massa is going to play with her. Oh, okay. So now that I know that he is the weakness in the household, she's going to step up in front of him to protect him. I now know what to do. I know who I need to play. I know who to put who against who. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole damn game that's been going on for centuries, and it's going to continue because we're not thinking. We're not paying attention. We're not asking questions with one another. We're not searching for the answers with one another. We're going to ask Massa, Massa, is this true? Did you put us against one another? Would you tell me the truth, sir, please? Nigga, cut it out. It ain't gonna happen. Okay? It's not gonna happen. We need to take full accountability at this point for ourselves. Full accountability for ourselves, for what's going on now and what's going to happen tomorrow. We need to take full accountability for it. We are responsible for us. Nobody else is responsible for us. We keep being told that all we need to do is sit back and hope, wish, and pray for the Savior to come and get us. Guess what? That ain't happening. That that ain't what's going down. Okay, it's not going down like that. We're not gonna sit back and just wait and keep getting punched in the face and keep getting shit taken from us. And it no, and we go. I want to sit here and wait, and you're gonna get it because the Savior's gonna come and get me, and you're gonna get a whooping. Yeah, sound cute for a children's story. However, um, that ain't the reality. We are created in a certain way to be able to do these things for ourselves in order to save ourselves. when we listen to what is being downloaded, when we are obedient to what is being downloaded, what's already in us, when we do what the fuck we are supposed to be doing, we save ourselves. If look, this just me, okay? I don't mean no blasphemy, okay? I ain't trying to come at it that way. But if I was Jesus, the way that we learn Jesus, ain't no way in hell am I coming back. You niggas crazy. You think I'm gonna give up my life again? You think I'm gonna go through this same shit again for your ass? And y'all still doing the same shit? Daddy, look, Pops, I love you. You my dude, but I ain't going back. I ain't doing it. I'll take a L, yo. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. Right? That's the that's logical sense. That's the logical sense. Like I said, it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna say some funny shit, but I mean what I'm saying. Okay. We gotta take responsibility for our own shit, for our own selves, for our own conditions. Yes, we were conditioned to do some things, to think some ways. It's embedded, it's deep in there. But we have to come to a point where we want to go deep and get that bullshit out of there and put the real information in it and stop just accepting, well, this is what we've been told all our lives. Well, we just fucked up out here. Well, this is just the way it's going to be. And we ain't never going to. I'm sorry. I'm not accepting any of that. It looked bad for us. Oh, yes, it does. But it doesn't have to be the end of us. It doesn't have to be our reality if we don't accept it and continuously practice the bullshit. This is what we do. We practice the bullshit and then wonder why the bullshit don't go nowhere because you're perfecting it at this point. You've learned how to do it. Okay, this is bullshit one-on-one. We're going to advance bullshit one-on-one and we're going to get a graduate degree. Matter of fact, we're going to get a PhD in bullshit. We are bullshitologists, professional. We just ain't getting no money from it. Okay, so that's one of the subjects. Moving on to the next thing while we're still talking about masculine and feminine. Here's one thing I do have a problem with. This is the next subject, and I posted this on my page. Fellas, if y'all don't stop referring to women as dude, bro, nigga, whatever, these masculine terms, I think by right, we should be able to refer to you as girl, sis, whatever. But y'all wouldn't like that shit, right? Of course not. So stop doing it. I'm not your bro. I'm not your dude. I'm not your nigga. I ain't none of that. I'm a woman. I'm a lady. Okay? Women, ladies, you must command your respect as a feminine. And you do that by carrying yourself as a feminine. And when addressed in a masculine, you address it to correct it or you ignore it. Don't respond to that shit. Don't call me dude. Hey, bruh, who the hell are you talking to? Ain't no part on me, no part of my body, my being, my spirit, my emotions, nothing say bruh. None of it. Bruh, dude, my nigga, none of that. Why is that okay? Why have we accepted that to be okay, but then still say, I want to be treated like a lady? But then we do this. I want to be treated like a lady. What the hell is that? Huh? Make up your mind. You either gonna be sis, you're gonna be queen, you're gonna be loved, beloved, lady, or you gonna be dude, bruh, my nigga. Pick a side, okay? I'm telling you to pick the side that best benefits you as a female, as a feminine, as a woman, as a lady, as a queen, as an empress, whatever, okay? Whatever it is that you desire to be treated as, Present yourself accordingly. Hold yourself accountable for representing that. Don't call me dude. I hate that. And it's gone on so much. I mean, it's like it becomes a norm, right? It becomes acceptable because people just start talking to you and you're in conversation and they may say something, dude. Even this right here. We had guys and gals. But when you have a group of women or a group of men and women, it's always guys. Hey guys, I'm no, I'm a gal if we doing it like this. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a group of women, how you feel is okay to refer to me as guy, man, homie, dude, bruh. None of enough is enough. He said, "What now?" I say half the women out here talk so rough. Indeed, it's addressed. It's addressed. And so since you brought it up, let me do it now. A lot of the women that speak so roughly is because they are in their masculine energy. Women women's strength, okay, generally lies in her words. Her words are what she uses to protect and defend herself. So she will use these words to cut you, okay, as a way to protect herself because men, generally speaking, are bigger, stronger, more powerful physically than a woman, but she knows she can cut him here, cut his ego, cut him down. So the words come out more abrasive. They come out rough, like you say. It's defensive. It's still disgusting to me. I personally don't like it. Will I do it in general conversation if I'm just playing with my people or what? I do. I do. But I don't do it in a way that is disrespectful to the person that I'm talking to. Okay. Um, it's a whole issue. Like I said, we are so mentally, emotionally, and spiritually out of balance. The energies are off. It's more men that are in their feminine energy and more women that are in the masculine. This is why shit is not getting done correctly because ain't nobody in a proper position. People not doing what they're supposed to be doing because they're hearing the wrong voice. They're hearing the wrong voice or responding to the wrong sound. The tone I hear when God speaks to me sounds just like me. I don't know about you, but it sounds just like me, like a woman. Even if she got a deep voice, I still know it's a woman. I know it's feminine. Let me not, don't play with it, okay? I know it's feminine. When a man hears God, it should sound like his voice. It should sound like a masculine. I'm just saying, okay? Moving on. Um, so many things, so many things. This is going way off. I'm gonna come back to some other things. Like I said, some things are gonna be funny, some things not so much. This one right here, just a little pet peeve to me, and y'all might feel the same way. And I'm gonna address it to women over 60, 60 and over. You know, and kudos to you. I love you. I got mad respect. But um, those things that come down here that y'all gel up and you know all those little swirly swirls, which y'all call baby hairs. How you 99 years old with baby hair, yo? Like my baby hair ended when I was 4. I was instantly put in a perm at 4. My baby hairs was gone. How you 99 and you still got baby hairs? Your grandchildren don't have baby hairs no more. How the fuck you still got baby hairs at 99 years old? Uh, how? Why do you look like your 2-year-old grandbaby? Why? Why y'all got the same hairstyle? I don't get it. That's just me. That's just me. You know, some people, like that and accept that, and that's all good and all, but yeah, yeah, it does something. It does something to me. And I said that's just me. Just like seeing women with these eyelashes that's out to here. and it looked like brooms, mop and go. I told y'all I saw this woman. She was ahead of me, driving ahead of me in front of my car. Okay. In front of my car. In front. Facing the front. Okay. Why? Could I see her eyelashes from behind me? From behind. I'm behind her. Why? Why was I able to see her eyelashes from behind? That's too much. It's okay if you want to, dial yourself up a little bit. It's okay if you want to accentuate a little bit, add on a little bit to your natural beauty. But when you go so far out as to taking broom straws and shit and putting them on your face like they eyelashes, and then you can't tell if your eyes are open or not because them shits is just extended from your forehead, that's too much. It's just too much. Okay. It's okay if you want to beautify yourself. It's okay. But that's too much. It looked like you got a whole species on your face. You ain't got to do it like that. Like, just put a little bit of mascara on to extend your lashes if you need to. If you want to put on a little bit of just a little something where it still looks natural. Because y'all don't realize, or some of y'all don't realize that them damn hairs, they get lice, they get dirty. People get lice in them things, and I don't know if you've ever seen it, but people have to go to the doctor to get bugs brushed out their eyelashes. That's the thought of it. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so please stop that. Men, when you see it, I really wish you would say something. Y'all don't, because y'all don't want to get smacked or cussed out or whatever. But sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes you need to go ahead and take that L, take it for the team. So these sisters will understand that it ain't cute and it ain't necessary and it ain't healthy because you can't see shit. I used to talk about like the older people that would wear them blue blocker glasses. They can't see nothing on the peripheral, gone. Can't if you drive behind somebody or next to somebody and they got them blue blockers on, them glasses I'm talking about, it's like squared off right here or whatever. They don't see shit right here. They block. They don't see nothing. Don't move. I'm just saying, they don't see you. So anyway, when you see that type of shit, brothers, I'm asking, say something to the sister. Sis, you ain't got to do that. You beautiful without all of that. And then that makeup that you got on, half your face could have painted my whole interior. For real, just half your face. I could have just painted the whole kitchen and living room and dining room one stroke because you got on too much shit. You take off the makeup and then what's up under there is somebody completely different. Like, they don't even look like the same individual. They completely not the same person that you're looking at because they full of everything. Why are we doing that? Why do y'all think that shit's okay? Y'all look at these women. Oh, she fine. She gorgeous. She got on 90 buckets of paint though. So when that come off, then she looking like Yoda, whatever. Say something. Say something. This is about us. We can't be cool if you gonna lie to me or allow me to lie to myself and you watching and listening to me lie to me. Check me, please. Please correct me. Please don't let me go out in the world looking like this and everybody else was laughing and you laughing inside and you're not saying nothing and I think I'm fine and I'm not. Please don't do that. It's just like when we see people, we talking to them face to face and they got something they know and we just look at it and we don't say nothing. Just look. Or got stuff in their teeth. Why you didn't say nothing? They talking to you, got a whole bag of cabbage in their front teeth. Why you didn't say nothing? Just talk. That's all I'm saying. Just say something. Be real with it. Okay, so we can move on. So with that baby hair over 60 is enough and them damn eyelashes and don't call me dude. Let's see what we want to do next. There's so many things. Talked about the men getting weaker. I don't want to dwell on that because y'all don't take that right. I will do this one though. I watched a video where two older dudes were rapping. They were having a whole rap concert. They were older dudes. And so there's a difference between an OG and an old ass G. Okay, an OG, old school. You know, back in the day, he was the whatever. He did what he did, or even now, he still lives by the principles of old school and traditional things, whatever. That's cool. He lives by that right there. But then when you get these, old ass G's, that's you wanna be a rapper? You why? Are why? You know what I'm saying? Like they rap it and they gotta make sure that they poly grip holding and shit. And it's crazy to me. Like you want to live your childhood out now and you about to end your whole hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just about to come to a complete end, but you want to you want to revert back to being a kid. Um, yeah, don't do that. That's just me. This is my gripe. Okay, these are my what the fucks. Okay, y'all don't have to agree at all. I said some are gonna be funny and some are not. Moving on to some that are not so funny. Let us deal with reparations. Can we talk? Can we talk seriously? Let's talk about some reparations. Okay. Um, some people are on the fence about reparations as far as we're concerned. Some people believe that we should have them, and some folks say, well, just get over it. Just move on. Those days are gone. You're never going to get them. Just live your life and whatever. So I'm sure most of you feel that we're due reparations. I would agree. Here's the other side of that. What happens when the money is dispersed? What happens when we get money? We can just use the whole scenario of when tax time comes. Okay, we done worked hard for the whole year, and then the taxes come, and we got a refund come. The first thing that we thinking about is what we gonna buy, what's on sale, whose name brand we about to sport and promote. Just all this stuff, right? We're not talking about we're gonna buy some land, we're gonna invest in some stocks, we're gonna build our companies. We're not talking about that. That's not the conversation that we're having. That's not the thought that we're having. We're waiting to get that chunk so we're gonna get that 99-inch TV or that car with the 64-inch rims on them, and go get them weaves that's a mile long to match them eyelashes that's what I'm saying, equally as long, or get them BBL, whatever the hell. This is what we concentrate on, where we want to put our money. We don't want to put it back into the community. We don't want to build up our community. We want to spend the shit. So when we talking about reparations, whether or not it's due ain't the issue. It's what happens when we get it. What do we do with it when we get it? Because it's not about just receiving the money, because if you're not ready, prepared psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, all of that, and financially literate, and have the ability to grow your funds, if you're not in that mindset, you just got a check for nothing. You done bitched and moaned and griped and voted and all the other kind of stuff for all these years to get this back pay so you can go and give it away again. And then we still don't have shit. It ain't about the money. It's about the mind. What you gonna do with it? That's the kind of stuff that we need to be thinking about. These are the kind of conversations that we need to be having with one another. What are we going to do when reparations come? Or even when our taxes come? When our paycheck come? What we gonna do with this? How are we gonna grow this? How are we gonna create a legacy? How are we gonna pass something down to the family? How are we gonna fix our community? How are we gonna grow and elevate? How are we gonna be us? How are we gonna be self-governed? How are we gonna hello somebody? Anybody listening? How are we gonna be? How are we gonna put ourselves in a position where we don't have to depend on massa to throw the chicken bone with a little bit of meat under the table so we can eat? When we gonna do that? When we gonna figure out how we gonna buy this land and how we can get the seeds that's not fucked up and sprayed with shit? So when a plant grows and it got fruit on it that is already poisoned because they done fucked up the seed, how do we do that? Let's start thinking about that. How do we get the land? How do we get the seeds? How do we till the soil so the soil is gonna make sure that whatever's gonna grow is gonna be healthy for us? It's gonna be productive for us. It's going to be abundant for us. How do we do this? Let's have this conversation. We don't do that. So reparations, are we really ready for it? Are we ready for reparations? Let's look at the word. Reparation means repair, a condition of being repaired. That means it's fixed. Our reparations still look like separations. And it ain't even got here. We don't even have it. It's the mindset. This needs to be repaired first. Don't matter how much money you have. It don't matter how many checks they send you. If your mind is poverty, if your mind is in lack, if your mind is in consumer mode, it doesn't matter how much you got coming to you, because it's not going to stay in your hand long enough for you to even feel what it feels like, to even see what it could possibly do, because it's going immediately out. It's going out your hand before you even get to it. Our people, Black people, we let go of money faster than any group of people anywhere. It doesn't stay in our neighborhood an hour. Did you hear what I said? We'll get money and we don't even put it back in our neighborhoods. We going someplace else to give it to somebody else. It don't stay in our neighborhood an hour. And if it were to stay in it for an hour, it's still going to the liquor store, it's going to the weave shop, it's going to the nail shop. I can't say that because we ain't doing none of those. We ain't owning those, right? Even the weave shop, right? We might own the shop, but we don't own the hair. What are we doing? But we want reparations though. Repair your damn self. Repair your own mind. Do that. Repair that. When that is repaired, your finances, that energy will come. Those things will happen and they'll stay. We want fixed money. We want money that's constant, energy that's constant, that can grow itself, that can duplicate itself just by us duplicating. It's duplicating. We inhale and exhale and it's duplicating. We ain't working for it. Don't have to work for it because we've done that part already. Ridiculousness. Okay, moving on. Like I said, what are we talking about? We don't have the conversations that we need to have as far as being prepared for what's coming, what's going to happen, what's happening right now. What does it look like? Are you prepared? How are we going to survive? What's the game plan? Where are we going to move when they shut down these roads? How are we going to get there? Is there an underground plan? See, the Underground Railroad wasn't just about getting the slaves from one side to another. It wasn't just about that. It's a whole plan, the whole movement. People missed that. The whole movement. It's a whole movement. And we need to be in that mindset. How are we going to do when they shut shit down? Because it's coming. How are you going to eat when there's no food in the grocery store? When everybody who might have a little bit of reserve food got their doors locked, their windows locked. You can't get in here. If you approach my door, you might get blown away. How are you going to eat? How are you going to survive when the water source are poisoned and there's no more running water in your faucets? How are you going to drink water? How are you going to get it? How do you stay warm when they fuck with the sun so bad it ain't coming out no more and ain't no electrical nothing happening? Ain't no plugging in, plugging no heat, no plug in, plugging no lights. Ain't none of that. How do you stay warm? And it sounds like it's so far-fetched, but it's not. It's not far-fetched. We are in a situation, we are in a world, we are in whatever the fuck this is. We are in some shit where we need to be having a plan of escape, a plan of survival. And we need to be having these conversations. We need to be talking about things that mean something, that have a direct impact on our survival, individually and collectively. How do we survive? But we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. We want to talk about the latest fashion or misfashion. We want to talk about this bullshit ass music. We want to talk about stuff that don't mean shit. We want to talk about these rights that we have, whatever. We're not talking about nothing that's going to cause us to move forward and be able to do anything without being dependent on something that ain't going to give you rights or freedom to do anything. Think. Just think. We are so much of an emotional people. And I had this conversation a couple of days ago with my folks, as far as how when we fight for equality, we fight for our rights to be able to do certain things. And that's all we're fighting for. We're fighting for the right. Because what happens is, because we are emotional beings, we are emotional people, other people know that. They play on that. It's a whole game. Let's see if we can make the niggers upset today, because if we can make them upset today, then tomorrow they're going to do this right here. And when they do this right here, then we can implement that right there. We'll have justification to do that because these niggers feel some type of way. Yeah. Okay. So what happens is, because we are an emotional people, we fight to be, we fight to feel a part of something, and some other people, some other group, some other nation, some whatever. We want to have the same feeling of being equal. So our feelings get appeased. Oh, they just want to feel some type of way. They want to feel equal. They want to feel as though they're dying for a reason. They want to feel special. Oh, okay. So we'll give them that. We will give them the feeling. Give those niggers the feeling. Okay? So now they have satisfied the feeling. Oh, okay, well, now we equal. Now we just like y'all. We can get what y'all got. Yeah, no, nigga, that ain't what we said. No. What we said was, we gonna pacify your emotions because you feel some type of way. We didn't say that your feelings were going to cause you to have any authority. We didn't say that we were going to give you permission to change your world, to change your life, or to affect or infect ours. We didn't give you any power. We're not doing that. We just want to appease your feelings. We want you to feel as though you have overcome. When we know damn straight you ain't overcame shit, and you won't, because you don't even know what it is exactly, that what it is that you need to overcome, or even how to overcome. You don't know anything about that, but we're going to make you feel as though you're making those steps to overcoming. You are not, nigga. You are not. You're not. But as long as you feel that you are, you're good. Because as long as we feel that we're moving forward, as long as we feel that we are being accepted, that keeps us passive, that keeps us not really fighting, that keeps us unfocused, that keeps us in a trance, that keeps us slave-minded, that keeps us safe. As long as we're in that mentality, well, now I feel better because you called me Miss Nigger. I feel better because you allowed me to eat the scraps underneath the table as opposed to throwing them outside in the yard. I feel better now. I feel better that you have given me the permission to put my vote in to vote for somebody in your system, so they can do what they want to do in your system, I feel better that I have the ability to circle in that little dot there. Yeah, because my vote counts. But nobody told you that but you. Okay. Did nobody tell you that? Counts for what? It might when they just adding them up. But when it comes down to making plans and making changes and making a difference, that yeah, we know you, we saw that you voted. We counted them, but it don't have no bearing here. Your word, your thoughts, your beliefs don't have no fitting in our system. This is our system. What makes you think that we're going to give you access to change anything in our system? We created this system deliberately to either keep you people out or at least give you the feeling that you're in it, but we still going to step on your neck. We're still using you as a footstool. You in here, you in the building, but you on the ground floor, baby. Yeah, you're down there. You're in the building, but down there where nobody sees you but each other. We don't recognize y'all, but you feel that you're being recognized because you're in the building. So you have that over it. Think. That's all I'm telling you. Think, pay attention, adjust your mindset. Stop being such punks that we're so afraid to express what we see, what we know, what we feel. Stop being scared to express it. What's going to happen? Oh, I know what's going to happen. They're going to make an example of somebody, and we're going to cower up again because, oh, Lord, we don't want Master to come over here and be mad at us and start whipping on us again. Lord, we don't want to lose our life, Lord. We don't want to do none of that. Just be quiet. Fuck out of here. We've been quiet too damn long. We've been fighting the same damn way too damn long. We have not progressed, but we feel that we do. We feel that we have because we can go to any job. We can apply for any job. And yeah, you get to choose what plantation you're going to work on now. They don't just come get you, snatch you up, and throw you over there. You get to choose your plantation and your master. So I feel free because I chose my master. My master is great. I'm just trying to told you. Okay. All right. If you want to call, feel free. I'll open the phone up 770-906-5271. 770-906-5271. If you would like to call in, I will start reading these comments. Dean, what's going on, loved one? You said, wow, hi, Queen. Finally got you, babe. Yes, you do. Do you? These boys now follow. Let's see. These boys now follow. Chase, run after, or sniff behind the creatures instead of the you said the creature, the creator, the creature instead of the creator. Exactly. Behind the creature instead of the creator. Absolutely. Growth, what's going on? It's like Growth Talk with Ko-Fi. What's going on, loved one? I appreciate you for being here. We got to get you on this show. We're going to figure out some things, okay? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Javaris, thank you, loved one. I appreciate you for being here. You said, I'm so on point. I thank you, darling. You say, this young lady is so on point. Get up, K, to the I to the end. That's G Walker talking. I know who that is. Said, people better be saving and putting up money for what's coming. Facts. Absolutely. And know for certain that these dollar bills ain't about to be worth shit. Okay? I'm just trying to told you. You ain't got to listen. Carla says land, education, building, businesses, etc. Absolutely. Let's see what else we got. What's going on, Robin? Thank you, loved one. I appreciate you being here. You said the makeup is ridiculous. I couldn't agree more. Exactly. Because they'll just blink super. They'll just blink super hard, and guys will fall out. Right? Exactly. Yeah, they're gonna fall out. Gonna get beat down with them damn eyelashes. They're gonna fall out. They ain't gonna have no toys. Gonna get knocked out. Okay. Snuffleupagus. Oh, see now if I'll share the inside joke with you, Claire, on that one. Snuffleupagus. We know somebody who knows a Snuffy. Um, let's see. Those rascals are teenagers. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm gonna go back through all of these and read them. Uh, Shonda, what's going on, love? I saw you here earlier. I appreciate you for being here. All right, G Walker, what's going on, sir? What's on your mind?
I just want to cover the quick topics that you. First of all, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
I just want to go through just 2 or 3 topics that you brought up and that you brought up real quick. First of all, let me address what you said about the females and their this masculinity. Let me say this, and it might not be the most popular thing for me to say, but I'm gonna say it. There's no such thing as female masculinity. What it is, let's get back down to the basics, because even the evil, the good, whatever the case might be, seen or unseen, they know nothing of the basics. The basics in life don't change. What is happening is a lot of these females are dealing with things in society, in their given environment, that they weren't designed to deal with. So what is happening is they are misconstruing or misconceiving, because they don't know themselves. They're misunderstanding that they're taking that masculinity. Oh, this is masculine. No, you're frustrated. You're upset. You are angry because you're dealing with something that you weren't designed psychologically, physiologically, or socially divine to deal with. You weren't supposed to deal with stuff like that. If I gotta give you a case in point real quick, what's going on with you? If I'm talking to my wife, my girlfriend, whatever case, what's going on with you, man? Well, I gotta deal with such. They call me, give me the number. Listen here, man, don't talk to her like that. You gotta talk to her, anybody about something, you come talk to me. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Case in point in the story. Now, another thing about what you were saying, and I agree with what you're saying. You were on point. The other topic, real quick, and I'm done after this. Well, I got one more, but I'm done after this. Make it quick. Is the fact that a lot of these guys, until the guys get in the position, like you said, nobody else can take their position until they get position. First of all, the people have forgotten God. That's the first thing. You can't go to your little clique and expect God to answer. You can't go to Derek and them, Jojo and them, Run and all them cats, and they can't do nothing for themselves. They just like it. These people nowadays, a lot of them are lost. They're just like the Israelites were. When they built this idol calf on their way going to the promised land. You people can't, if you can't see physically what's happening right before your very eyes, you definitely ain't gonna see what's going on spiritually. They're out of order, they're out of place, and nobody else can take their place. And then until they take their place, I put it to you this way: man is supposed to be the cover, and the woman is supposed to be covered by the man, be it via her dad, her uncle, or female. If you don't have that, whatever, that's different. But you always got God. So you can go always, everything reverse back to God. A man that forgets God, God will forget that man. He'll turn his back on you like you turn your back on him. Yes. Therefore, you're going. Unfortunately, the good and the bad are going to suffer. The good is going to suffer. Some of the good people are going to suffer along with the bad, but not because the good don't know no better. It's because the bad are ignorant to the fact. Now, I got one more thing to say about what you said. Okay. Concerning you were on point concerning just about these people, these guys out here, yada yada yada. Like you say, they come on after these girls with the eyelashes. I got one thing to say: if there's a girl out there with a 12-inch eyelash on, please let me buy it from you for $2 because I need a new windshield on my car.
I know that's right. Exactly. Exactly.
That's all I gotta say.
Well, I sure appreciate you sharing your thoughts with me, love. I appreciate you. Thank you, darling.
I've got one more thing to say. The basis in life don't change. Let me just say this real quick. The difference, the mindset of your cousins nowadays are just like a gated community, either a rich gated community and a poor gated community. The only difference in the gate, one gate keeps people out, the other gate keeps people locked in. I'm done.
All right then. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
G
out.
I'm out.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace, love. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So if anybody else wants to call in before we make a left, feel free to do so. 770-906-5271. 770-906-5271. I'm going to end it with this thing here, this last piece, I guess. Um, Biological warfare. For those of you who have no idea what's really going on out here, um, we are being set up for the woo-woo. Biological warfare has been going on for a long time, and it is increasing, and it's going to increase more very soon. You will see it. It is coming in the food, or the substance they call food, the water, everything. They are fucking with everything. There is a goal of the wicked mind to completely destroy humanity. So it's not just us. Okay, we looked at it as, it being a a plot solely against melanated people. Now, are melanated people first on the list? Most likely. But there is a whole plot, if you will, to rid humanity. There are individuals that look like human beings that they don't think like human beings. They not human beings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get too deep in that, but there is such a thing as biological warfare. Okay, that means the stuff that you are putting in your body, or even on your body, the stuff that you call food, that we call food, that we go to every day. It ain't food. They are fucking with it. People are coming up with all kind of diseases and ailments and um, mental disorders. Haven't you, okay, if you've really paid attention over the past maybe 2 years, 2, 3 years, past 2, 3 years, there has been an influx of people diagnosed with mental or emotional disorders. You hear more people being diagnosed with narcissism, bipolar, schizophrenia, all of these things that cause a person's mind to be in a state, in an altered state. Um, that's all I can say about it. They're put in an altered state where we would look at them or say they crazy, they out their mind, they whatever. Well, yeah, they are. The sad part about it is that even though we will classify these people as being whatever it is they're being classified as, a lot of us are also having those same symptoms but don't recognize it. We are all being messed with through the things that we eat, through the things that we put on our body. Because remember, what you put on your body goes in your body. Technically, if you can't eat it, it shouldn't be on your skin. It shouldn't be in your hair. It shouldn't be nowhere. If you can't put it on a plate and eat it, it shouldn't be on you, because it's still going in your system. It's still in your bloodstream. It's still causing havoc. It's still doing what it's doing. Our bodies are breaking down, like they're doing the best they can to maintain, because the body in itself is extremely smart, is extremely intelligent. It naturally knows what to do, but all these other unnatural bullshit ass chemicals and whatever keep coming at it. All of a sudden it's as fast as like it, what's coming at it is coming faster than the body can naturally process, which is why we have dropped from being from supposedly living for hundreds of years down to some 120 years, down to 60, 70 years. 70 years old, you still living, you did good, okay? We supposed to be much older than that. But what is happening, like I said, is the warfare, the biological warfare. We're eating our chemicals. We're eating ourselves to death, literally. Literally. The foods that we are taking in for convenience, whatever, is killing us. It's killing us. In a minute, we are going to be so under the control of whatever this thing is. Let me do this. If you all saw The Matrix, the first one, where Morpheus did the comparison on human beings versus the battery. If you take into consideration all the things that are being put into us, all these chemicals that are being put into us, that is breaking down our natural biological state, we might not be too far from, and I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but we might not be that far from it. Whatever's being put in us is being put in us for the sake of controlling. Okay? Remember, everything operates from the mind. Everything operates in an energetic pool or whatever. But we're being fucked up in the head first. Take the head, the body will follow. Think. I'm just giving y'all something to think about. You know, that's what I do, is to provoke your thought, provoke you to think outside of the box. Pay attention to what all is happening, because it is happening. It is happening. But we don't talk about it. We be live that it will pass, that we're going to sit back and watch the enemy destroy itself because it's trying to destroy us. Okay, that's fine. If that's what you wish to be life, you still must be prepared, because as was stated, there will be innocents that will fall to the wayside with the wicked. It's going to happen. There will be people who don't know. We call them ignorant because they don't know, that are going to get caught up in some shit because they just don't know. This is why we owe it to ourselves to have intelligent and purposeful conversation, communication, and exchanges, so we can educate and inform and prepare each other, ourselves individually and collectively, for what's coming. How can we survive? What do we need to do? We're not ready. We are not ready. It's time to get ready. It's time to get ready. With something else I wanted to speak on real quick, and I can't think of what it is, so never mind. But anyway, we'll have another What the Fuck episode, I'm sure. But last time, if you want to call in real quick, 770-906-5271, 770-906-5271. If you want to share something, you got a question, you want me to address something real quick, we can do it in the next 2 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to make a left. I'm always appreciative of those who come and participate, or if you just come and just listen. I appreciate the fact that you spend your Melanated Mondays with me. Okay. What now?
I just got one thing to say to piggyback on what you just said about it's the mindset. It's like you going in, okay, you know, or your cousins don't know, but I'm gonna share it with them. They're putting plastic in the food. They're using jellyfish. They're using other kind of foreign objects, just like you just said. They're putting in all kinds of food. But your cousins and them unknowingly go into these stores. They, like you just said, they go into these places just for convenience or whatever, and they buying the stuff. And it's like your enemy or the European man that your visible God, in other words, like the Israelites said, taking the mindset that they're not responsible for your death. They're not responsible for your sickness. They're not responsible for your illness. If you go in and you because you're going in yourself to buy. But see, the bottom line is they are responsible in a sense, because just like if you didn't murder somebody, if you caused them to be in a position where they're gonna be murdered,
right? Absolutely,
or killed.
You are
Am I
equally
right or
responsible.
wrong?
Absolutely, you are equally responsible. Absolutely.
Okay. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Now I got something else I want to address real quick, like you said about the coming back. The bottom line is the first three. And the first 4 commandments, thou shalt have no other God before. They're dealing with God about his respect, about who he is. The last 6 commandments was about man dealing with man, just like you said. God gave us everything to take care of not just ourselves, but other people. Mm-hmm. The problem is we got more than enough, spending $1.2 billion a month on bull crap.
Right.
Tennis shoes and all these other things instead of helping one another. So God is looking down at that, even though he's in another dimension. That's too far for that. But he's looking down at that, and we're supposed to be helping one another.
Absolutely.
We're supposed to be caring for one another because it's more than enough.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's another problem. You said, like you said, I got to go to Master, see if I can get you $2. Now I can give him $5 that I don't have, and he'll sit there and poop on and fart on you all day long.
Right.
And you sit there and take it. Like, oh, that barbecue smell good. But let your brother belch and need a napkin to wipe his mouth, and you look at him like, ugh. You know, but then at the end of the day, no matter what Master say, no matter what Master does, no matter what other your clique and all them other things, the bottom line is, whose self-esteem is it?
Right.
Excuse me. Whose ears are there? Whose mouth is it? So at the end of the day, guess what? It's your responsibility.
Yep.
I'm out.
All righty then. And on that note, okay. All right, love.
Love. Bye.
Bye-bye, hon. All right, love. Once again, I got all choked up. So that's it for me. Like I said, I appreciate you all for spending your Mondays with me, for participating or just showing up. Veronica, I see you, loved one. Please play it back. And I always ask you all and challenge you, share these videos, please. Share them. The information that's being given is not just solely for you. Other people need to get it. Don't be afraid. That's the thing I was talking about. People are afraid to give information, to share it, to talk about it, because it's afraid of what the repercussions may be. You scared somebody going to delete you as a friend, or they going to shut you down, or whatever the hell. Who gives a shit? Really? Your life is not going to be turned the fuck upside down because somebody unfriended you because you sent some information that they needed to get in the first damn place. And if they do, fuck them. I'm just saying. Y'all know I love you. That's why I give it to you the way that I do, because you need it. We need this. We need this type of platform to be going on all the time on a regular basis. People need to have access to the information, and they need to have access to transparency, where we can talk about stuff being real life stuff, and nobody's just trying to have airs about themselves or act like they something that they not. I ain't doing all of that. I ain't doing it. Okay? Share the videos. I have over 146 videos, okay? And they're on my YouTube page, Queen Goddess, the King Advocate, Goddess, Godis, 146 videos. But when I do the lives, y'all can share these lives. You can go to YouTube and share those videos as well. Get the word out, get the information out. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be ashamed of it. If y'all come and listen to it, what makes you think somebody else that you know might not want that same information? You ain't too ashamed you showing up here. Share it. And if you are ashamed, then you don't need to show up here. I'm just saying. Okay? Share the information, please. It's not just for me. It's for us. It's for all of us, for any and everybody that wants the information, that wants to do and be better. Give them the information. You know it. You have a responsibility to share it with somebody. You are now officially watchmen. Every time you show up on these videos, every time you show up on my lives and you get some information, you are officially a watchman, because you are being given something that can help somebody else do something. and you're not giving it to them. You're not sharing the resources with them. That's on your head. This is why I talk to y'all the way that I do. When stuff is downloaded to me, I give it to you, and I give it to you raw. I'm not going to be responsible for y'all not getting the shit that you need for whatever it is you need it for. I'm not going to be responsible for that. I'm going to give it to you, and your feelings get hurt. You shouldn't have brought them shits in the first place because I told you. Okay? I'm just saying. Anyway, I love you on purpose with purpose. And I will see you all again when I see you all again. Okay? Y'all stay good. Peace. Peace.